Hey everyone, Techni here, and what we have today is some PC case fans from Antec that we're going to review. Now I want to start this off with two quick things. Number one, that is I have to thank Antec for sending these out for review. Actually, I paid for this one myself, but they sent these packs right down here out for review, so I honestly got to thank them first, so highly appreciate that. But again, as you all know, I'm going to give you my 100% honest opinion no matter what. Number two, I kind of want to talk about the RGB subject. If some of you's been with me for a while, you all know I'm not a big RGB fan. And it's not that I'm not an RGB fan per se, just as you watch some of my keyboard reviews or mice reviews or anything like that. It's the fact that I don't like paying extra money for RGB, if you catch my drift, right? So in my case right here, as you see, I got fans and all that stuff, but none of them are RGB. The point being, again, is I don't want to spend extra money for it. Think about some of the competitors out there. I mean, some of theirs will be like double the price of this. It's just like, wow, like, are you serious? That's kind of where I get into that RGB again. Like, I don't feel like I'm paying extra right here. Like, I'm paying the same price as I would have paid for these fans I have in there right now for these. Right out of the box. These things are solid. I mean, heavy duty. They got a little bit of weight to them, you know what I mean? But, I mean, just the plastic on them is just, I mean, like, even right here in the middle, where you can see the little, blocking the blades right there, yeah, I can't even bend that. Even over here, there's a support right in the middle. Let me bring it in closer and show you. So you see the support right in the middle there? I mean, you can't even smush it in. Very solid. As you can see, LED ring on that side as well as the back side, which is a really nice touch. I mean, you get some of them with a ring right there and it doesn't shine through the back or whatever. This is going to be really cool to get the effect on both sides right there. Now, again, talking to fans, that's all of them. Again, 3-pack, 5-pack, single, they are PWM. As you can see right here, you have your 4-pin and then you have your LED connector right there. Now, I'm going to read this off the back of the box so I don't mess anything up. But anyways, your fan speed on the 120 is 2,000 RPM. Your airflow is 45 CFM, and then your noise level is 32. And the bearing type inside these fans are hydraulic, and they say they last around 40,000 hours, but they also have a 2-year warranty. So, hey, I think you're covered with these guys. Now, one thing I forgot to show you, I want to bring you in and show you here real quick. Look at the top of the screw hole right there, right underneath it by those dots. If you can see that, you got a little rubber gasket right underneath right there, and that's on both sides of the fan as well, which is just such a nice touch. That's going to prevent some of that vibration sound or anything like that, and I just love how it's on both sides right there. It's just, again, at this price, these things are incredibly shocking. The build is just absolutely amazing. All right, so let's get into the hub right here. Let me pull you in and show you real quick. As you can see, you have your LED speed and then your mode right there. Over here, you have your fan connectors. As you see, you got 5 PWM slots right there. And then over here, you have your LED slots. So what that is each fan, again, as I showed you before, you have your fan connector and then your LED connector. So again, fan connector going one side, then your LED on the other side. So, you know, again, I haven't installed them yet, but my guess is going to be, you're going to have to do a little bit of wire management, kind of routing them and everything, right? Whether if you got a fan in the back or in the front. So you might have to put this hub in the middle. I don't know. We're about to install them, so we'll actually be able to see that. But anyways, as far as the hub, again, it's just really cool. You got the mode right there, your LED speed, connects by SATA right there, and they also give you a little Velcro to stick it on. Now, my only gripe, I would say, about this right here, and this is probably just my setup right here, because I have 6 fans. Like, I don't think everybody has 6 fans. I bet the majority of people probably have 3, right? You're 1 in the back, and then you're 2 in the front. But again, since I have the AIO and I'm doing a push-pull, or pull-push, however you want to say it in the front, so I have that 1 extra up there. So I'm going to be 1 slot shy right here. So I think my the big guy right here, the big 140, where I'm going to put down on the bottom, I might plug that directly into the motherboard, because these fans can work on the Asus Aurora, the MSI Mystic lighting, and then the AceRock polychrome sync, as you can see right down there at the bottom of the box. So again, I'll just run it straight through my MSI Mystic lighting, because my motherboard lights up red, and that's all I'm going to keep these on. Also, if you wanted to go absolutely crazy with RGB, if you wanted to take those LED strips and plug it into this guy, what you can do is you can extend this guy right here, get a little splitter, and you connect another hub into this hub and control it that way. So again, you can even have 5 more if you want an absolute plethora of LED strips in it. That might be a little too much LED, right? But again, you can split out and control another hub off of this hub as well if you need some more slots. So all in all, as far as build and value, I mean, these things are just incredibly shocking. Like, I'm kind of worried because, again, I have not installed these yet. I'm doing this right here with you guys. You know what I mean? So I'm really shocked as far as build and value. It's just like, completely wow right now. So I'm really hoping when we install them that they're going to be as good as they are right now. You know what I mean? But hey, let me go on and install them and I'll be right back with you. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. This is going to take a while. Oh, hey, well that was quick. All right, so as you can see, we have them all installed right now. And even with the RGBs off, I mean, they look good already. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. One other thing that was really cool when I was installing this that I came across, you know, since I'm using that hub and it controls all 5 of them by PWM, which is really sweet because some of mine run by splitters in the back. So anyways, now every single fan in my case is PWM, which is just absolutely awesome because again I have 3 fans running through the hub and then my other ones are going into the motherboard right there, so it's really cool and I can decipher them all. Like I have the ones up front here, right, going off a splitter for those PWM, and then the top and back ones, and then this guy right down here, so I can control all of them and get my airflow just perfect. Again, your case is going to be completely different, right? Again, I have this 140 down here working all for the Vega 64, and this guy right here with some exhaust going just for that, and then the back and up top right there, you know, so I can really control. I mean, before my temperatures were fantastic. Again, I'm not putting these in here because my temperatures were bad by any means. Again, before they were great, but right now, now that I have that hub in there controlling that, again, I can just decipher every different little zone of my PC and really control it to the just down to the pinch, which is just really cool. Now, one thing I do want you to be aware of too when you're installing this, be prepared for a little extra wire management because again, you have your fans that you're routing already, right? Like with our basic fan, you got that 1 wire coming out, but now since you're running these with LED, you're gonna have 2 wires coming out of there. So you're gonna have a little bit of extra wire management, you know? So make sure you route those right and you put your hub somewhere where everything will reach. So you don't gotta get a ton of extensions and all that, you know what I mean? But again, just be aware that place your hub somewhere where all the wires will reach, probably in the middle of your case, which is what I did right there. All right, so I'm gonna go turn the lights off here real quick and we're gonna fire it up. And again, I'm gonna be controlling all this on the back of the hub, which you have your mode selector and then your speed selector. And again, you do not have to use that on the back. You can run it straight through your motherboard if you're using one of the ones that work with it right there. But me personally, I like the controller so I don't have to have some other software running every single time I fire up my PC. But anyways, let me go hit the lights. Where's the power button? Anyone see the power button? Alright, so let's go on a cycle through here. Again, we have our speed adjust. As you can see right here, we'll slow it down a bit and then bring it back up to speed. And then we can cycle through all the effects and the colors. So we'll go ahead through a few right here. Oh, so I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but anyways, it's like a pink and blue. Oh, that is just awesome right there. Oh, that blue and white, check that out. Wow. I'm gonna get dizzy looking at that. There we go. Solid red, looks kind of orange in the camera. But let me tell you what, looking at it right here, it is spot on red. But again, just looking in the camera right here, it looks quite orange, but again, it's not. Here we go, we got some green. Wow, I don't even think I'm gonna have to connect my LEDs again. Yellow, oh, that looks nice. I don't know, because I want to brighten up everything. Oh, there we are, nice white. Oh, that looks pretty crisp, huh? There we go. Hit the disco. Now that's not really my type of thing. I'm more of a solid RGB type of guy, right? What do we got here? White? Oh no, red. Oh, I thought it was going red to white, so it's just okay. So sorry. So it's gonna cycle through that effect with every different color as well. Let's keep going here. The white. Oh, that gave me a headache after a while. Oh, so now it's cycling what? Red, green. It's going through each color with that effect. Okay. Red, green. Oh, so now it's just going red, green like that. Ooh, I wonder if this will do red, white like that. No, I think it's doing it all. Just keep going. Pink and white. Here we go. Look at that. Red and white. That is cool. That's really cool right there. Again, I think I'd get a headache after a while seeing that flash all over my desk. But it does do that there, so let's see what else we have. Alright, so we can, again, we can change the speed. Let's go and drop this down a little bit and see what it looks like. So fast and slow right here. So, alright, so I can deal with it a little bit better when it's going slow. I had it max speed right there, so maybe that's why it got to me. And again, we're going to cycle every color here. Little pulse, breathing effect. I'm sure it's going to cycle through each color there as well. Yeah, so there we go, blue, red. Just so you can see a different color. I'll speed it up a bit. Nice. And the lights are crisp. Very crisp. And the effect is pretty smooth. Really goes through pretty good. You don't see it jittering. Now if you drop it down, especially that one where it's changing a whole bunch, you do see a jitter just a little bit when you drop it down to the lowest speed. But nothing major. So now it's just going to cycle every rainbow effect. But I like it. If you watch the RGB right in there, it doesn't just flash to a different color. You see it actually go within the motion and flow into that next color, which, I don't know, me personally, I think it's pretty stinking cool. So what do we got here? Or is this going to breathe? Okay, so it's fading out to each color. Oh, that's really smooth, actually. Look at it. You don't see it, no jitter or anything like that in the RGBs. It's just a straight, smooth motion going from one to the other. Real nice. There we go. I kicked it up, kicked the speed up a little bit. There we go. What do we got? Here we go. This is some people's favorite, right? Where you got that rainbow just cycling through. I think we're on the fastest right now, so let me drop it down to the slowest here. So I think it looks best as far as medium. The medium speed right there. That looks pretty crisp. I really like it. I lost my button back here. There we go. Gosh, there's so many effects. Like, how many more do we have? Oh, this is where we started first, right? It's the fast. Well, yeah, we're just doing the fan effect going around. Oh, no. This is different, actually. The whole fan's lit up white, and then the red's going around it. That's cool. So now we're going fast. So it looks like the fan. Awesome. I might use that effect. I really like that. And then, of course, it's going to cycle through every single color. So what did you guys think about that there? I mean, wow, that's the first time I actually cycled through all of them with you guys right there. So many effects packed into these guys. And again, they look very crisp, and the build is just solid. I mean, I honestly love it. Now, I haven't even hooked this up and done any tweaking to the PWM and the fan speeds and all that. And I mean, you can hear them, but they're not loud by any means. I have no rattle whatsoever. Like I said, you can hear them, but again, it's not loud. And also, I have the front off. I mean, look at them. They look good even with the lights on. You know, I really like how it looks with the lights on, actually going with the wires and everything. You know, I'm going to put the glass on. I'm just curious to see what it looks like with the glass. All right, so there we go with the glass on there. And I also plugged in my top LED right there. So whenever I kill the lights, it just brings it out there and just shows me all my work. I think this really shows it, but it kind of puts it in the background right there. I like it kind of bringing it out right there. And it just looks really crisp. So again, if you get that case, that pack with the LED strips, I think you'll be able to get that effect too, just to really showcase your work right there. But again, with the glass on, it just even brings it even more. It's like, I mean, it just gets better and better. Now, I mean, all in all, like, I don't like praising the product this much. Again, something that I got for free. A lot of you out there, I know there's going to be someone out there like, he's just saying this because he got it sponsored, you know what I mean? Not by any means. They're not paying me for this. They didn't tell me to say anything. They said, oh, hey, we'll send you these. I'm like, okay. You know, they didn't say anything else. They didn't say, oh, hey, talk about this, talk about that, show it installed, anything, nothing. They just sent it and said, go ahead and review them. You know what I mean? So, again, this is a total Technique product here. You're talking value. Again, solid build. They look crisp. Again, what do we got here? Which one? The 5-pack at $70. The 3-pack with the 2 LED strips at, what were we at, $50? I mean, come on. I mean, honestly here, guys, this is just totally blown me away. Like, the value, the price, the build, everything is just, it is honestly just flat out solid. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, you know, let me just pick this apart and try to find one negative, right? And I honestly couldn't, but I was just trying, because again, I hate praising a product so much, you know what I mean? But the one thing I came up with, I was like, well, I wish there was something that came off that hub and I can put it right on the back of my case right back here and control the RGB just like that, right? That was my one complaint. I was like, man, I wish I could do that. But again, I started looking through the manual and everything, and what you can do, you can come off of the hub and plug it into your reset button of your case right there and control the RGB that way. So debunked. I mean, I can't find anything. But hey, let me know if you've ever used these Antec fans. Again, this is my first time, and I'm completely shocked. But let me know if you used them and what results you've had and what you think about them. Let me know also if you plan on picking these up. Hey, I'll leave the link right down in the description right there. I highly recommend these if you're trying to get some new fans or if you're just trying to get some RGB in there. I mean, these things are going to cover you and they're going to save you some money. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this one. I highly appreciate it. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you did as well. I love these products that just really wow me. You know, I just really love these ones. But hey, I hope you had just as much fun as I did. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.